Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another episode of your favorite show, the PEP Talk, with me, Sudip Nag. Well, episode number 4 on questions from the audience. And today we have a very interesting question from an HR personnel of a manufacturing unit somewhere in Jharkhand, India. Well, she's asking two questions. One, she's asking that recently, in a negotiation with a top notch candidate who was to be selected for her company, she had offered a particular pay scale, and the candidate wanted 4 lakh rupees more than that particular pay scale. So, what should she have done in that situation? And question number 2 is, in case of conflicts, what kind of steps that an HR personnel or a leader in the company or a team leader or manager can take to resolve a situation of conflict? Thank you. Thank you so much for this wonderful question. To the first part of the question, I would like to begin with an interesting story from a recent happening. So there was this basketball league, and one of the particular franchises wanted the top-notch player to play in their team. And when offered a package of $10 billion, the particular player wanted $14 billion, and they went back and forth for the negotiation, and both sides didn't give away an inch. And ultimately, they couldn't reach an agreement where they could include the player, or the player could start playing for the franchise. So they went up to their senior, who was a very wise old man, and he heard about this and he went in the next meeting. And here's what he did. He actually sat with the particular player and he offered him something unique. He said, okay, we were offering 10 billion and you are asking 14 billion. Well, here's the deal. You are to get 10 billion as a part of our franchisee, but if we win or get to the final of the tournament, then you will get 14 billion. That particular player thought about it and immediately said a yes, because it's a win-win situation for both of them. And there was a deal, and this particular individual played in that league, and guess what? They did reach the final. Well, that's a wonderful example of how you can also use this particular theory or steps to negotiate with your top-notch candidate, and performance could be one of the keys for an increment in the coming days. I hope I've answered your first question. To the second question of how to resolve conflicts. Well, conflicts do happen, that's for sure. How to resolve them? Well, another interesting story. Somewhere in the Middle East, far away from where we are, thousands of years back, there was this particular incident, a story. A man had 3 sons and he had 17 camels. Before he died, he wrote in his will that his first son would get 1/3 of his camels, his second son would get 1/6 of his camel, and his third son would get half of his camels. And one day he passed away. When the sons sat down, all the 3 sons on the table, they couldn't get to how many camels they actually would get, because the first son 1/3, 17 can't be divided by 3. The second son 1/6, again 17 can't be divided by 3. The third son half, 17 cannot be divided by 3. So they were in a little bit of a situation of a conflict, until they went to a wise old woman in their village who would solve several of these problems. She heard their problems, gave them an ear, listened carefully. At the end she said, well, my son, I really can't help all of you, but what I can do is give one of my camels to you. I have just one camel and I can give that to you, if that helps. So now 17 plus 1, they had 18 camels, since that old lady gave her camel to them. Now, the first son, 1/3 of 18 is 6. He took 6 camels. Second son, 1/6 of 18 is 3. He took 3 camels. And the third son, 1/2 of 18 is 9. He took 9. So 9 plus 6 plus 3 adds up to 17. Amazing. And they still had 1 camel extra, because now they had 18. So they gave back that camel that the lady had given. Everybody was happy. Problem was solved. So sometimes, there is somebody who's got that solution. We'll have to go to them. We'll have to sit together, discuss, lay down our issues. And then that particular person may have a solution, and we ourselves might have a solution, or what I need, he may not need. So we can go back and forth, but end of the day, we can resolve issues. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope I've answered your question. And to the audience, be well and keep watching the PEP Talk.